on the track, you! Oh! Oh! Oh, and you just do your thing in it. Mate, I try to avoid you. Da 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 da. We are not a rookie. I keep biting my lips. I'm like, so that.
Into 6.
Well, we're back. Oh.
Into 6 left, very long. Opens of a crest into 2 right long. 1 left, unseen.
Oh, what do you mean? 1 left.
120. Flat crest into 6 right of a crest. Into 5 left, extra long. 30.
Oh, no, 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 no. Hello guys, sorry about that. So basically we have used Zoom earlier and apparently the microphone didn't want to quite get... How are we going to do for the
Normally
interview?
works fine if you went Zoom first.
Oh, so if you...
Sorry about that.
So,
Top quality streaming here.
basically what... If you open Zoom first, so we had Zoom open, so it was in the background, we had it closed, but it was in the background. And then you open OBS, then it was Zoom apparently. So then we closed everything and started everything again, and that doesn't make sense, I'm saying. But we started OBS first, and then it worked. So we fixed it. I was very surprised because I tried everything and it was alright before the stream. So yeah, I can't... Jeff has now... guys, I was saying to you basically, I was feeling fairly relaxed tonight, and Jeff has stressed me out already. He was in the other room. Why are you not live? I can't see you live. And I was like, I just pressed the button, so I was like, oh, okay. First problem, what's going on? And then he can see the live, and then now he's screaming, there's no sound, but he didn't have the sound on his phone, so this is like non-stop. He's giving me the stresses non-stop. And then the microphone. So the microphone, I didn't know if I could believe him because he already gave me that stupid comment twice. But yeah, he was right about the microphone. It was really muted. So yeah, we sorted that out. Sorry, it took a bit of time because I wasn't understanding, because I thought Jeff was having a laugh now. Well done at running me, Zlankan. One slightly. So by the way, a happy Thursday, guys. I just want us to thank our heroes and superheroes. We've got Miss Wicked, Robinsley, Chile Dog, Full House Gaming, but Scrutty, and I'm always forgetting someone. Matt Wolf, which is the organizer of the FRDF Cup. I have been talking to Matt a lot today because, as you know, today and tomorrow is the last day to do the first event of the FRDF Cup, which is the female rally cup that I'm doing, and I won the first set of events. I won the first part. Unfortunately for me, it was in New England, and let's just say that it was a terrible day for me because stage 1 I arrived in 5th position, so I was quite pleased with myself. But stage 2 I had a bit too much confidence, and I had terminal damage, so I'm out of the championship, and I spent my afternoon pretty much crying. So I'm now drained because I spent my afternoon crying. I was taking this championship very seriously, and I was very sad that I let my teammate down, that you have also met now, that you guys know that she's awesome. But she reacted really well, and she's actually boosted me up, and then yeah, I need to come back on track for the next events. I need to be strong. So if anyone wants to train with me, like, I'm gonna spend a lot of time. I'm gonna organize myself to spending a lot of time on the next stages before it happened, because that was a bit of a sad day today, and I don't want that to happen again. And it might not mean a lot to a lot of people, this championship, but it means a lot to me, and I really want to, yeah, really, it literally brightened up my day. I have something to look to, so yeah, I was very sad when that happened. Jeff had to how many coffees? Well, basically I had only 2 by then, but it wasn't the coffee strength. I think it was just basically I had too much confidence. I was like, oh, okay, it's one of the stages that I'd done. Well, actually, it's the stage where I had terminal damage on stream last week. I've done terminal damage as well, but in a different place. So there was some high grass on the side, and then it didn't say don't cut or anything, and there was a tiny rock that was well hidden, and as I got really close to it, I tried to avoid it, but my car was going on, I was on 5th gear, so I was going really fast, and it hit the side of my car, and straight away into terminal damage. So yeah, not the best what's happened. Yeah, so that's what happened, really. And that was a very sad day, very, very sad day for the winner of the FRDF first ever championship. I think it's gonna be tough. So now I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna take it a bit more laid back as well now. I seem to be doing better when I'm not putting pressure on myself. So I guess that way I won't be. Many rally driver have lost cars exactly that about it. Yeah, true. And it like I told my little sister, who's not that little. I think she's about Matt's age. She might be 1 year younger. She's like 21, 20. And she was telling me, so you spend your afternoon crying because you broke your fictive car, and I was like, oh god, you don't get it. You just don't get it, do you? I had to explain her at length, and she was like, no, I still don't get it. And then yeah, I mean, one day she'll get it. She kind of got it in the end. She told me that sometimes she bite her controller when she's not doing. What game did she? I can't remember what game she said, but yeah. I'm thinking positive, Toby. So I need to smash back up. Smash back up? I need to do a lot better in the next events, and I'm gonna do my best to do. I need to organize myself, and oui, Billy, oui, on supporte l'équipe. Emily, Sophia, Flourish, l'équipe des filles. Watch the virtual. Yes, I'm gonna watch it. There's a girl team, so I'm definitely. Sometimes that bites my controller, but it's. Of course, Full House. I don't think I've ever seen you got angry. Always so chilled. Even when you crash in rally, you're like, I can hear you laughing, and hey, Kayla. Hey, Zlankan. Hey, Andre. I don't know if I've missed anyone. Hey, then Anders. Not my race. It's just me or the mic detection level weird. That wouldn't be. That might be true because it wasn't working earlier, so maybe it's funny now. Anyway, so tonight, the plan for tonight is that we are going to do some rally. So first of all, I haven't finished my Theamusante Rally Championship. I've done 2 of the stages. I haven't done as well as Full House, but I'm really enjoying the stages, the Australian stages. So hopefully, I can do well in the last 3. I'm gonna do them now, and then at 8:30, I've got my second FRDF participant that's gonna come. It's Nabila. She's a real rally driver. She's quite excited to come on the show tonight. On the show, yeah, we're a show now. That's what we are. She's quite excited to come on the stream tonight, and don't hesitate to ask her any question if you have any. She said she might have some for me, so now I feel a bit like, oh, this is turning into something totally different. I'm supposed to. Well, we'll see. We'll see. It should be interesting. Obviously, she's got a lot of experience in terms of rallying, so I can't wait to see what she's got to say. She might teach me a thing or two. And then, firstly, we're gonna do the Theamusante Rally Club, and then afterwards, we'll see if we do some online events, or maybe we'll do a bit of Colin Mcrae, because I am using my new setup. Remember, I've got my Alcantara Ferrari wheel, which was donated by a beautiful Alcantara. I might have said it quick. Come on, earlier you said, what was it? What was it? You sounded like you were saying another word.
What did I say?
I'm from London, I don't articulate. Anyway, so. Sorry, that's a joke we have. I'm not actually being. He's constantly complaining about my accent because I'm French and I can't pronounce things, but it doesn't make any effort, and he's English. That lip, Jeff. He's like, anyway, you should hear him speak French. It's hilarious. Chile, maybe you can make Jeff speak French. No, I didn't try dyeing my hair. In my jumper.
Oh.
Another wash. Oh, Jeff has ruined my favorite jumper. My favorite jumper's been in the wash for 3 days, and the tablet has made a stain on it.
Someone put a washing machine
well, I mean, it's not
3 days ago. Not turn it on.
It's not my favorite jumper. It's Jeff's
anymore.
favorite jumper. Okay, what this stream is now about the washing. Okay, so let's go. Without further ado, let's go and do the.
So much.
Don't forget to give a like and share this video if you like, and subscribe and turn the little notification bell on. If you want to see more of me rallying into trees. There won't be any trees today, it'll be more rocks. I think I've got... I thought I had it open. I think I have it open. Why?
Closed it.
Oh, you closed it.
Remember?
It says play. I wasn't even paying attention to the big play button because I thought for sure I left
the big
it
button
open.
that says play, ignore that one.
We're using the sequential mat, and I was quite reticent at first because I wanted to do my my championship, so the FRDF championship. I wanted to do it the way I was doing it before because I know the stages, and I didn't wanna change it in the like. Because I knew them. I kept reusing the paddles, so I said to Jeff, for the championship, I'm just using that, and I used handbrake I used it as a handbrake, H pattern, and that was really good. I was doing really well until I met that stone. But tonight, I said to Jeff, I'm really enjoying the sequential, so I want to try it. So my face look less tense and everything. I just think it's easier. So yeah. I can try and make Jeff speak French, but very bad word. Chile dog. There's no hope, to be honest, because the only thing Jeff knows how to say is "Je vais prendre la douche." Oh, je voudrais. Sorry, I didn't conjugate.
Je veux prendre.
The right tense. place next.
Yeah, they want. Fair enough.
Well, I would, Andre, if I had an extensive arm, but unfortunately, you see, my arm is the length it is.
Sorry,
So
Andre.
I'm
We
gonna have
disappointed
to.
our fans.
I know. I got so many. So today I posted something on
Don't
Facebook.
post on Facebook.
I posted something on Facebook, and I'm not mentioning my channel. I'm not mentioning what was it? I'm literally asking people, should I use a sequential or should I use it as a handbrake? And people got into some sort of argument.
Or
Oh, why don't you get both? Why you asking attention seeker? Well, actually, first of all, I won't get both because I haven't got the money for that. No, sorry. I actually replied with a funny gif on that. And then attention seeker, I was only asking a question. No one else post things in that group. Like, no one else post. And it's just absolutely funny to see that. So yeah, it's quite a lot of angry people on Facebook, I find. Today I really didn't need that heat either, to be honest. After my bad time in the game, I really didn't want to.
straight in.
But I don't have much time to. What are you gonna do? You're gonna put it back there.
Starts 50, 6 left 30, turn square right.
How is
Good
everyone
luck.
today anyway?
Where's the sister?
It's here, Jeff. Can't you
Down
see it?
there, blimey.
Yeah, no, you have to put it over there.
This is.
No, but like, where you are now. Let's try and put it where you are
So,
now.
oh, okay.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
So for that one,
That way you guys still see me.
for now.
You can see me. Well, I think you can a bit higher so they can see me and the A. Well, it's not really in the middle, Jeff.
But I don't make the rule.
You make the rule. And now. I was scared by fallen camera.
There you go. Shift
Good full
direction.
house. I'm glad you're good.
Sequential time.
I don't know if Jeff told you, but I was quite upset that your Minecraft stream was on Friday because I was like, oh, if he does a Minecraft stream, I hope it's on Saturday so I can join, whatever. And no, it's on Friday, but I'll still watch as much as I can. I know that sometimes we overlap a bit, so I can't watch obviously when.
5,
Pull the lever.
3, 2, 1, go. 50, 6 left 30, turn square right. Into 3 left long, opens over crest.
I'm not gonna go
Into
super
5 right
duper
long,
fast, by the way.
tightens
I don't
2,
want to. As you can see, my car is a little
Opens
wreck
over crest.
already.
Into 4 left. Into 5 right. Into 4 left, don't cut. Into 3 right, tightens. Into 5 left long, tightens 4. Into 4 right of a crest long, tightens. To tarmac, 5 left long. 80. Gravel, flat middle of a jump, 80. Grid and 3 right long. Into 3 left long, tightens, 30. Crest and jump through narrow gate. Into 4 right long, opens, 80. Flat middle of a very long crest, 50. 6 right, 80. 6 right of a long crest, tightens. Into 5 left long, tightens of a crest. Into 5 right of a crest. Into 6 left long.
I'm being super duper cautious, as you can imagine after my.
5 right of a crest. Into don't cut 2 left, tightens narrow. Into 6 right. Into 2 left, tightens.
Titans.
Into 3 right, tight long. 30, 5 left.
Oh! Oh!
30. Flat middle of a jump. 30. 4 right long. Opens into 6 left, opens of a crest, caution 30, 1 left, tightens, don't cut. Into 6 right of a crest, into 3 left, into 5 right long of a crest, tightens 3, into 5 left, 30, crest, into 4 left long, into 4 right long, opens.
Oh my god! My
Straight
wheel
of
was
a
telling me
junction,
I'm going somewhere
into 4
else.
left, tightens of a crest, into 5 right, 6
Oh my
left,
god,
30,
you guys are too fast for me.
left of a jump into 6 right, 30, into keep middle of a crest, into 3 right long, tightens of a crest,
Ah!
into 5 left, into 5 right, middle of a crest 40, 3 left of a crest, extra long, 50. Right of a crest to keep middle of a jump. 30, slow 6 right of a crest into 1 left. Into 2 right long, tighten square right of a crest. Into 1 left long, tightens. 60 over finish, into 6 right of a crest, 30 to stop.
Oh. Another way full house. There is that to me. As she has the gear set correctly. Excellent. Yes, I do have it set up correctly, and in my mind it isn't automatic just yet. Well, I don't know where I'm talking. Camera is here now. I was like, it's for that money. So what I've been doing is I've been at times my brain just forgets and automatically you think up the I don't know, I'd think up would be going up a gear. So I keep pushing and then I realize I'm going down on gear. So I don't know if you've seen me doing it, but that's I feel like I'm Tony with totally. You could be Tony. So yeah, Jeff was telling me that the Australian stages were not the best. I have to say, Zlankan, I'm really enjoying that one. Yeah, I'm really taking it easy. Because, I think that's what, oh, Aspiflows. Does anyone know who Aspiflows is? First. Full house, I have to say, I give you my heart. I try to use English expression, but I don't actually know. You were doing really well. I've seen you do. I suspect Jeff didn't get to try them all.
And a bit of the DNF stitch with it.
Yeah, and also Jeff was like, yeah, I didn't think the stage were great. I'm gonna take. And I was like, oh, why is that? I said, oh, I had a crash on the first stage, and then I was bored of having a broken car. Right. Okay. So it was more of, I think he did a bit like me. I shouldn't do that to him. Obviously, I just had a crash, so. Oh, look at my replay hit. Look, I'm looking like I'm really. Oh, I was really. Okay, continue. Yes, we do want to continue. How's that? What? I'm also doing the RC now. Yay! Stage 1 done. Congrats, Wiki. Wiki, you're amazing at this, no? Last week or was it Monte Carlo? You did absolutely good. Oh, let's see if we can compare the vehicle. It's not in such a bad. Yeah, when I look at Full House like to bend his car, so by the time he arrives, like the car is in a beautiful state, but then he's a lot faster. So what can I say? Maybe it's a trick. Maybe he get the aero right by just like crashing into a few corners. Okay, so I need to think about my buttons. Oh, auto repair, fine. It's my own championship. I can't even remember what the hell I've done. Start.
starts 80, crest 50, flat
that
left
one.
over big jump 50.
She made you sound so...
Good luck.
Oh. No, it's just because you talk like this. No, it doesn't sound stone. I don't remember that one. I don't know if I've done that. Like, I try to do them at least once because discovering on stream is a little bit tricky. I don't think I've done that one. Yambula descent. No, did I? Was that the second one? Let's just try.
5, 4,
3, 2, 1, go.
80, crest 50, flat left of a big jump 50, 6 right 120, 6 right of a jump, continues long into caution, 2 left.
Yeah.
Into 4 right, into 3 left long, opens of a crest 50, 6 left 80, flat middle of a big jump 50, 5 right long, tightens 3 of a crest. Into 3 left long, narrow, 50. Middle of a big jump, into 6 left. Into 5 right, don't cut. Into 5 left long, tightens, tight 3 of a crest. Into 4 right long of a crest. Into 5 left. 50, 5 right, into don't cut, 3 left, to middle of a crest, caution 30, 2 right, tightens of a crest, narrow, into 3 left, into 3 right, into 4 left of a crest long, 30, 5 left, into 4 right, and keep straight of a junction, into 4 left, opens of a crest, into 4 right, into 4 left long of a crest, tightens 2, into 4 right long, tightens, into 5 left, into 5 right, into 3 left, tightens of a crest, 30. 6 right, opens of a jump maybe, caution slow 30, 6 right of a crest long into 1 left, 30, crest and 2 right tightens, into 2 left, into 2 right of a crest long, 50, unseen, 2 right tightens, 30, 5 right, 30, 4 left long of a crest, tightens 3 narrow, into 6 right, 50 of a crest, 5 right long, into 3 left, tightens of a crest, into 2 right tightens, into 2 left of a crest tightens, 50, 6 left, 30, 6 right, 5 left, 80, 5 right long, opens of a crest, 30, caution narrow, 4 right tightens, into 4 left, 50, crest and short 3 left, opens of a crest, 30, 5 right, 5 left, 5 right tightens, 30, 3 right, into 4 left of a jump, tightens 2, opens of a crest long, 30, 4 left of a crest, opens 30, 4 right long, tightens of a crest, caution 30, 4 right long, tightens narrow, 30, flat middle of a crest, 50, 4 right of a crest, tightens, into 3 left, tightens of a crest, narrow, into 4 right, into 3 left, into 3 right, into 4 left long, tightens 2, opens of a crest, 30, 6 left over crest and finish, into 6 right long to stop.
Back, we shall be back. Can you hear the sound of my beautiful voice, or do you prefer when the mic is off? I think it needs a lower audio. That makes sense. Basically, it doesn't pick up sound and quiet.
Okay.
Well, for whoever stayed, hey guys, sorry about this. It's one of these days where, well, actually, sorry to be classic, be happy, get a PC. Chris Squirrel, mic off, please. Mic off. Aww.
I don't like your accent either, though.
No one liked my voice. I don't even like the sound of my own voice.
It's terrible.
It is awful.
I'm surprised anyone tunes.
I only like it when I sing.
Okay,
And
Angel, we're not going to move anything anymore. No more danger cam.
Starts 50,
Can
2
you put me
left
on my
long,
chat,
opens over crest into narrow bridge. Good luck.
What? He's complaining. Jesus Christ. I didn't remember that one being in the night. How many have I done so far? I've done 2? I've done 2, right? Have I done 2? I don't remember now. God, I've only got 1 left.
Yeah. I'm 4. I'm 4 in total.
I think it'll be soon, but we'll see. Toby, you should throw yourself in. I always had a PC when I was in France, and then I didn't have a PC for a long time here, and then Jeff built a PC. That's the word I was looking for. Last year. So. Oh, by the way, guys, look at my socks. These are my PUBG socks. I don't know if you can. No, that's not gonna work, is it?
No.
I've got run, loot, die, repeat. That's what it's written underneath. Well, actually, yeah, I can show you. Run, loot, die, repeat. I love PUBG. I used to play PUBG when I had my own Xbox. I was playing with Jeff and his brother and his mate, and I was okay, you know. I got a few kills. I'm not the best, of course, but I had fun. I'm a good spotter. You want me in your team because I can spot people. I can't really shoot, especially if they're next to me. I go everywhere. But yeah, I enjoy playing it, and you get quite good. You need to practice, really. After a while, I got fairly good at shooting.
3, 2, 1, go. 50, 2 left long, opens over crest.
Oh, it's the very.
Tomahawk, into 2 right long,
Ooh,
opens back.
no, that's a bad start.
40.
Come on, Tia. Oh.
5
Yeah, I don't think I've done that one at all.
Long, caution tightens over bridge. to gravel, 30, 4 right of a crest,
I don't know.
into 6 left, 80, 6 left long,
going.
jump maybe, slow 30, 5 left long, tightens 4, into 5 right of a crest, 30, 3 left tightens, into 3 right long, tightens of a crest, 50 tarmac, crest, into 4 right, opens of a crest, 30, 2 left tightens, don't cut, into 2 right, opens of a narrow bridge, 80, 6 left long, tightens, to flat of a crest, 150, 5 right long, opens of a crest, into 6 left long of a crest, into 6 right long, tightens cut to gravel,
Titans cut the gravel.
6 left long, opens of a crest, 30, 5 right, into 3 left of a crest, don't cut, into 5 right of a crest,
Woo!
opens long, 30, 5 right long, tightens 4, 30, flat middle of a big jump, 80,
Middle of a big jump.
small crest, 60,
That wasn't a big jump.
4 right long, tightens, into 4 left, opens of a crest, into 4 right, tightens, into 5 left long, tightens 2 cut, opens 30, 6 left, into 4 right long, into 3 left long, tightens don't cut, into 4 right long, opens of a small crest, 30, crest, into 6 left long, tightens, opens, flat of a crest, 120, 3 right, opens of a crest, into 6 left, 50, caution, 2 right.
I'm sorry for the noises.
Into 2 left, opens of a crest, 80. 6 left of a crest long, tightens past junction, continues very long, and caution, tightens 2.
Oh. Whoa! My light just went off for a second.
30. 4 right long, opens of a crest, very long. Caution slow, 30, 5 left long of a crest, tightens 2.
Where's the Titan 2?
50. 6 right.
That wasn't
opens
Titan 2,
80,
definitely not.
flat middle of a crest, 50.
Peel, come on.
5 right tightens, opens of a crest, 80. Flat small crest, 150. 6 left long, tightens 5, 80. Slow 5 right long, tightens 2 of a crest. Opens 30 downhill.
Woo!
Left long, tightens. Opens of a crest, 30. Keep left of a long crest, 30. 5 right long of a finish, 100 to stop.
Don't apologize, Daniel. Yay! Well, that cheers me up. That cheer me up big time. So fifth is good. You know, I would be even happier if I was riding for a full house, but you know, you can't have everything. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. By the way, I realized that, so Jeff told me this is the, obviously, because I wanted to use the sequential, so he was like, you need to pick that car. Zlankan as well has picked that car, so that must be a good car. I wasn't too sure which one to pick, to be honest, but solid but no result, no practice, yeah. But like I said, sometimes it's just about like what you actually like. I really like this stage. I think when someone pick, because I'm not going to be the one picking the Theamusante Rally Championship at the New Zealand stage. That would be just suicide to do that. or it'd be like 2 stages of 13 kilometers. Spend like ages doing that. So so yeah, it was it's great fun. I really like the Australian stages, and so that was what, 4 of them in total, because obviously there was 5 stages, but one was twice. Just completed another hour of test on the Aston and Silverstone. Look like we have a good car, a good race now. Oh, cool. Do you have like I was reading quickly earlier, and I think you've got a setup, so I might try it. Well, I will try it, preferably before Saturday, so I can get used to the car. On Saturday, I'm doing a little training session with Daniel. He's accepted to do it, so it should be fun. Just me and Daniel going around the track. Miss Wicked has no light on last stage. She was driving blind. Really, Miss Wicked? What happened? Miss Wicked, if that makes you feel better, I did my rally championship today. My woman rally championship, and... Oh, well, is she here? Or am I just talking to the wall? I do that normally. I just finished my 5 minutes ago. It was crazy. It was, and no? Okay, maybe I just need to re-leaderboard? Is it gonna update it? Heading to server. So next week, I don't actually know. Let me show you, by the way, what I meant. Oh, what? I'm really not used to the buttons on this. I need to think so hard. Okay, so I'm quite pleased with that. Australia, great. If I have to pick, I don't know if I like Tarmac as much anymore. I do like Australia. I do like Wales, but less, because Wales is there's trees everywhere. You always end up in a tree. She's not here. Go easy on her, Dan. That was the order. I'll post the new setup later. Oh, cool. Saturday training. I just Jeff to. Don't worry. I'm nervous, to be honest. As literally my first ever pupil. Oh, don't be. I'm also a fairly rubbish pupil, so you're gonna have to be really patient with me. Hold on. When the keyboard's not responding, I'll show you the disaster that happened today. So I did my first stage. I was actually okay. I arrived in 5th position out of the leaderboard with the girls. And then here I was doing absolutely fine. Great. See, there's not like... It's not like it's a complicated track. It's literally good from this point to this point, and it's fairly straight. And the side of the road is big grass. And big stone hidden in the big grass. So one piece of advice, if you do New England and there's grass on the side, do not cut through the grass. There you did the entire thing on one set of tire. I had soft tire and changed to a fresh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to think about the setup and stuff like that as well. I don't really do that. Because I keep saying, basically, I'm new to all this. So I know I'm not that new anymore, but I like to think that first you need to focus on like the way you drive, and then after you start progressively do that. If I start changing my setups now, I feel like I won't be able to. I don't know how to explain that. I'm not sure if that makes sense anymore, because I'm trying to find my arguments and I can't even find good arguments. If you start playing with the setting now, you won't see the difference in the car. I won't feel them as much. And if I learn the car more, or just to drive, then when you know how to drive the car as it is, as a basic state, then you start changing things to it, then you realize, yeah, you realize what a setup is really. But I haven't reached that stage. I can see you guys talk about, like, Dan, in our conversation, the United Racing, the guys talk a lot about like tire pressure and all the different things they think about, and I'm just like, oh my god, I wish I was more useful, but yeah, I need to learn more about all these things. I need to learn more. Okay, cool. So we have until 8:30, so we've got a good 10 minutes. I think we could be doing maybe an online event. Let's see what's available for us today. We might just... Yeah. Might be worth... Oof, that went quickly through this. Let's see if there's anything in Australia. Wait, is that Australia? That looks like New Zealand, isn't it? What does this say? View leaderboard. Am I crazy? My 5 stages are done. I think people... I see. Thank you, Wiki. The more you know, you don't know much. That... What? Was that Chile? Confused me there. Yeah, is that Australia or is that, don't want setup to fix your technique? Ah, yeah, that makes more sense. Don't worry about not knowing much. I'm not exactly an expert at car setup, I just drive it. I guess you have a better understanding of what you're changing though. I don't. So no, this is New Zealand. So this is definitely Australia, the red floor. So there's one stage and it's in the R5. I don't know if we're gonna if it's a good one, but let's try. Oh. Block a block. Gotta love. I don't really know what button to press. Recommended repair. Confirm repair. Yes. On back. This is very clever. You spend your credits to repair the car and then you earn more credit, but you spend some. So hey, oh. There you go. Done. First stage was ridiculous stuff. I don't know which one was my favorite, by the way. I think it was Yambula Descent. It's a good mix of things, and it's not too long. One of them was quite fast, and there was a lot of I can't find my words. Yeah, a lot of that on the side. Oh, that's the one I think. It's raining. The first one was the hardest in your opinion. I think you might have been right there. I can't remember what the first stage was because I've kept written the 3 last stages on my little board. So it might have been. Come on. Let's do this. I'm thinking about it. I'm definitely... Yeah.
Starts 30. 6
I need
left
to start
over
wearing
crest
my
into deceptive.
gloves again.
6 right and turn square left. Good luck.
I killed my Lancia on first stage. The car was slow at rally. Oh, Jeff did the same thing. What? But with a Mitsu.
Five,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Go. Flat left over crest into slow 6 right and turn square left. 30. 5 left long, opens to crest. And 6 right over crest long, tightens 4. Opens over crest. Into 3 left long, tightens 2. 30. 4 right long of a crest. 50. Flat middle of a crest. 120. Crest. 50. Keep left of
That one was in the dark, wasn't it?
4 left long. 30. Flat crest. 60. 5 left. 30. 3 right long.
Oh, oh, we're losing the control.
Opens of a crest. 30. 5 left of a crest, very long, tightens, too long.
Ooh. See, I forgot which way I was pushing here.
Tightens, 3. Opens, very long, past junction.
In the heat of the moment.
Into 6 right, opens of a crest, 50. Caution, 3 right of a crest, tightens. Into 2 left.
Ooh! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh no!
5 right long over crest.
Ah, come on! That's when you need a. That was slow.
Into 3 left long, tightens.
I think my car's broken.
100.
Surprise!
80.
Yeah, it is broken.
5 right long.
I can hear the rumbling.
30. 5 left
Ugh.
long, tightens.
Together.
Into 3 right tightens.
Oh. Come on, keep it together.
Into 4 right. Opens.
You can make it to the end. You can make it to the end. That's all you need to do. You can make it to the end.
Tightens cut maybe over crest. Into caution. 4 left over crest.
I didn't mean to push that much.
4 right. Into 5 left. Opens over crest. 80. Flat middle of a crest.
Ah, it's a broken car. You know, we might as well break it more.
Flat right of a big jump. 50.
Big jump.
Long.
No, you don't want to go
30.
too fast.
4 left of a crest. Into 4 right long of a crest.
Ooh.
Into 4 left. Opens of a crest.
Come on.
Into 5 right of a jump. Into 4 left long. Tarmac. 50. 6 left. Opens of a crest. Into 5 right. Opens of a crest. Into 5 left.
Oh.
Opens 100. Flat right of a jump long. 80. Caution of a narrow bridge. 2 left.
Oh! Wow, how did I not... Oh, see? I forgot about the... Again, I did the... I cheated.
Into don't cut.
I cheated big time.
Opens of a crest. Into turn 4 left of a crest. 50. Gravel. 4 left long. Tightens 3 of a crest.
Oh my god, will you stop crashing?
Opens. To flat middle of a crest. Into 5 left. Into 4 right long. Tightens. To flat middle of a crest. 100. Dip. Into 6 right. Into caution.
Woo.
Left. Opens in a narrow bridge. 60. 6
I don't recognize here. Is it like a really long one?
30.
Did I do that?
Of a crest.
Am I losing the plot?
Caution tightens don't cut 3 of a bridge. Into 2 right long. Tightens. Of a finish.
Oh my god. No, no, no! Oh!
Well done.
Sorry? What was that? I used to watch Jimmy in 2009, but then the chat started to go crazy over the speed and didn't chat anymore. I was gonna say, what's the first guy? Am I like 5 minute bit? No, 1 minute. Oh yeah, that doesn't work, does it? Number 1. Peugeot. I should be driving a Peugeot. Well, just tap, bro. Completed! Woo! 3,000 credits, guys. Hey, it's time for the interview in a minute. Let me just read the chat 2 seconds. It is very fun indeed, this little competition. Next week, have a week of break for the starting.
Next one.
Huh?
I assume it's starting straight away.
Can you just check before?
Yeah.
Oh.
No. Starting the last one.
Eat some chocolate.
Yeah.
I prefer rolls. Just a tap, bro. I prefer little kisses instead of hugs. Matt. Oh, lol. I clearly enjoyed big kisses with stones, so I mean I can kind of laugh about it now, but I wasn't laughing about it earlier. Trust me. I'm just sending the info to Nabila on her Instagram. By the way, I should have added her. I'll add her Instagram. The description afterwards. So if you come back to the stream, you can see. You will be able to see it. And let me my ta 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 ta. I can't see what you guys are saying anymore. Sorry, guys. I'm doing a lot of yawning. You know, I'm doing a lot more than I used to. I used to wake up later. Now I'm going to bed later and waking up earlier. So I'm a bit tired. And yes, Kurti, I drink a lot of coffee to try and stay awake throughout all this. And actually, my spirulina as well. I don't know if you remember, guys. I'm taking spirulina. Which is an algae. Which has a lot of iron in it's very algae and it makes me feel more alive, let's just say. It's yeah, I can't see what you're saying, guys. I miss you already. Yes, also God, neighbor alert. Watch burglary. Jeff is part of this group and send you alert when people next to you are being burgled, which you really want to know, really. Makes me a bit paranoid. I guess it's useful.
Not playing that.
So it's gonna be my turn to tell Nabila how I did in my try of the first event. I'm sure she did better than me.
There's a good chance you got.
Mm-hmm. You have the chat back.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Love your jumper.
Oh, thanks. It's my old university.
Oh, where did you go? What does it say?
I went to the American University in DC.
Oh wow, lucky you. So my fiance is just playing with the frame now.
Oh yeah, no worries. Sorry, I was just turning the live stream down.
Oh, so yeah, how are you? You said you were good.
Yeah, doing well. How about you?
Yeah, I'm a bit tired.
Did you enjoy your stream?
Are you working at the moment, or are you still confined at home?
I'm still confined at home at the moment. Yeah.
And so your main job is it rally driving, or do you have also something? Sorry, I'm being curious here.
No worries. So yeah, pretty much that's what I'm doing. I'm doing a lot of, well, I was pre-coronavirus doing a lot of rallying, and that's what was taking up most of my time. And then I was doing some marketing on the side, but pretty much rallying. I mean, last year it took me traveling all over Europe, and I was away like every 2 weeks, so it keeps me busy.
Oh, cool. So I'm just so I told everyone that you'd be in the chat, so they might have some question for you afterwards. They were quite excited to have you here. Jump scare incoming.
Okay.
Just to let you know, I don't know if you've watched the stream at the beginning, but I have managed to mess up completely the first event. I crashed into a stone and I had terminal damage.
Oh, really?
So you actually did better than me.
Ah, I mean, that's a first.
Okay, you finished the whole thing, right?
I did, yeah, but not without issues. I kept like just making I just made a lot of mistakes. Like for some reason, I just don't know how to keep the car on the road. It just likes to, you know, go in the grass and go up the side of the banks. Yeah, it's always interesting.
Yeah, there was a lot of little
I just can't seem to get the setup on it right that I feel comfortable. Like I always feel like I'm expecting to be able to get the feeling through my bum like I would in the car.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's not going to happen on this. So I think like that, not having that feedback is quite different for me.
Fair enough. Well, you know, I don't know any of this, obviously, so I guess it's a bit easier in that way. I was just talking about that, actually. Setup. So do you touch the setup at all? Do you like change the different bits of the setup, or do you?
All right, I'm just trying to move so I can see you at the same time. I do and I don't. So like I've tried to do a few things to like make it a little bit easier, and I've spoken to a few different people, but it's just not working for me. Like I haven't found anything that I feel properly comfortable with yet.
Well,
I'm still doing a lot of like messing around and trying different things, and I spend a lot of time in the dirt rally school just going around it, being like, don't quite like that, I'll change it, and then I end up changing it, and then it's like, oh, that's completely wrong. We won't go with that, and then I end up going back to what I was at, and then maybe changing it a little bit. So it's always quite funny. But I still haven't found anything where I'm like, yeah, no, this is perfect. Now I'm getting somewhere.
Yeah.
It's a lot of trial and error, I guess.
Yeah. But see, I haven't played with the setup at all. I just go with the basic car. I'm literally just.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't understand any of that just yet. I mean, this is your like.
Me neither. I just click around and like.
Fair enough. You try and feel something, right? That's the thing. I started with a very basic wheel, so I couldn't feel much through my wheel, and well, everything was really basic. It was like the most basic setup ever. So it doesn't matter how much you change things, I guess, because you can't feel the same feedback. Now I've got a better wheel, and it feels very different. So I think I'm going to start changing things. But yeah, what setup do you have then at home?
What was my sim setup?
Yeah.
Okay, I just have a standard chair. It's actually right next to me. I will show you. So I just have a standard GT Omega chair.
Nice.
And like there. Oh, sorry, it's quite hard to angle the camera at the moment. And then I've just got the PS4 set up, and I have the Logitech steering and pedals, and that is how I work with mine. It's very basic. I bought it a few years back. It was when I was well, obviously I do a lot of rallying, so just to gain some like seat time out of the car. I mean, don't get me wrong, like it's not the same at all, but it just sort of keeps you on your toes and like practicing, you know, flat throttle and all of that. So it was more just to be able to get some training without it costing me a hell of a lot of money to take my car out every time. Yeah, that's why I did that. But I got a very, very simple setup, and like I literally only use it for dirt, so I wouldn't really call myself a gamer.
When did you say you got the setup? Was it
probably like about 3 years ago now.
Oh wow, okay. Because like
I have like the old games, like the old dirt games.
Oh, okay.
But like I never really had a lot of time to use it because of how much I was traveling. So it was always really, really sporadic. So I think the most like consistent I've been using it would be now, because I've literally had nothing else to do.
Right.
So I spend a lot of time. Well, I don't even spend that much time on it now. I do and I don't, because I ended up starting to take some online courses and things too. So I've been trying to keep myself busy without literally sitting at there full time. But I get a little bit like disheartened because I'm getting better, but I feel like it's really not making much of a difference. But yeah,
it's a weird difference when you go back into the car, because I don't know, it will have helped you some. I hope it will have helped you somehow.
I hope so too. I mean, you know what? It's keeping yourself like, it's keeping
mind busy,
up on your toes. Like, well, what I do find really hard about the dirt rally is because being a driver, I'm used to what my pace notes are like, and my pace notes are the complete opposite of what they use on dirt rally. So my 1 is my fastest note, and my 6 is my tightest note. So a lot of the times, like especially when I'm going ultra competitive, I'll completely forget. I'll start reverting back to my own system, and I'll like be braking for all the 6s and like flat out through the 1s. So I have some accidents. But yeah, it's just because that's what my brain automatically reverts to. Like
Mm.
when I'm not okay, I try to listen, but you know, when you hear like a 1 and don't necessarily look at, I keep the image. I have to keep the image because then at least I can quickly glance and go, oh no, wait, that's not flat, that's tight. But it's quite amusing.
Yeah, well, I follow you all the way. I keep them on screen as well. I mean, I don't have different pace note in real life, so I don't have that problem. I do have a go at feel sometimes because it is either going too fast or I don't know. Sometimes it just says free right, and then it's not really the right instruction. I feel sometimes I get angry at him. I don't know if it's just me or if it's.
It's more just because you're like what you expect it to be for like you. So even if I were reverting the system opposite, there's times where I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't have called it that. That's like a little bit faster, or actually no, I should have braked a lot more going into what that corner is. But it is a funny one, and it's so hard because like what would be really cool, and I've spoken to a few people, like wouldn't it be cool if you could like record your own pace notes on it and then have like, you know, your own system, even your own voice, or even if it came back computerized or like in Phil's voice, I wouldn't care, but it would be nice to have like what I understood, because I wondered if it might make a difference, like, you know, when you're sitting there trying to go as fast as you can, like, you know, not braking at the fast corners would probably be helpful.
Have you done any of these stages that are in the game in real life? Like some of the Welsh one, maybe?
Yeah, I think definitely some of the Welsh ones. Funny thing is they make it look all so familiar. I've definitely done Sweetland, like the Sweetland Bowl, 100%. I've done that. Okay. I've done that a few times because I've done Wales Rally GB twice, and I was meant to do it last year, and I'm really gutted that it wasn't happening. It's not happening this year because I was really excited to be doing it in an R5. But you know,
also you're driving an R5 as well in like real life.
Yeah, so basically over the past few years I was driving an R2. I started out in a Fiesta R2, and then I went into a Peugeot R2, which I've been driving the last 2 years, and I've been competing in Britain and Europe. So I did the Peugeot Rally Cup Iberica, I did the ERC last year. I've done a little bit of the BRC like every year to try and do some events. And then oh sorry, I thought I had a sneeze. And then no, I've lost my train of thought now. You
were just like saying the different cars. Group cars. So how long have you been doing this for?
At the end of last year, well, actually, we've been talking to Proton, so I decided to move into an R5. Like I mean, I don't know whether you ever think anything's the right time to do something, but I felt that maybe it was the right time because I've been driving an R2 for about 4 years now, and I tried it. The good thing is I did get a chance to test. I got about 2 or 3 testing days before coronavirus happened, and I was actually in Ireland in the middle of Recce before they cancelled West Cork, which would have been my first event in that car. So really sad that I haven't had a chance to like properly drive it on proper stages. But what an incredible car! Like honestly, it's actually a lot easier to drive than an R2, and like it just feels a lot more comfortable, and handling everything is so much better. But I love it, and I think that was the strangest thing for me, because I sat here all the time hoping that, like, you know, by the time October comes and like it's Wales Rally GB and that, we'll be able to start competing again. And then yesterday they announced it was cancelled. So oh no, 2 days ago. But yeah, never mind. I will just have to do a lot more practice, which is good, and then go back next year. But it is cool to be able to see some of the stages, and they've actually done a really good job in making it quite realistic, like down in the bowl and everything. Yeah. So it is quite cool. But I don't think I've driven anything else because the Spain stages aren't like the stages that they use at the moment in Rally Spain. They're I think they're the older ones. Okay. I don't know. I could be wrong. I think they might be. And then I've done Portugal, which isn't on there. So yeah, a few.
Wow. So you've been doing this for how long? You said it was like 5-7 years since
this is my 5th year now. I didn't start until 2015. So 5 years now. This would have been year 5.
Wow. Okay. And
I started.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, carry on.
So you said that things have been cancelled, but do you have anything to look forward to? Like, is there anything that's been announced afterwards, or?
So I've heard that there is stuff happening in Belgium, like they're going to be doing some of the rounds like in Flanders area. So I was just speaking to the team yesterday, and hopefully we will, fingers crossed, go and do a couple of rounds in Belgium and then maybe end with Ypres. So I mean, this is all like talk at the moment. Nothing's confirmed 100%, but you know, it'll be nice to be able to get out, even because I haven't done a rally in this car yet. So it'll be nice to get out and actually have a competitive experience. Because in testing, like you can get like a good setup and you can keep going and you can keep learning. But the problem is you get really, really comfortable with what you're doing. It's like driving the same stages on dirt all the time, like with not a lot of change, or like resetting it and keeping on going. You'll end up getting really comfortable with it because you're just driving it over and over. And that's the one thing like that you don't get on the rally. You see it once on recce and then you just have to go drive it. So it'll be an interesting to see what you take into that, like from a test, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'll be quite excited to get back on real stages.
Well, I think that things are going to start slowly going back to normal. Obviously, Boris has just announced quite a few things for us to move forward. So I think things are going to go back to normal, and they're going to start announcing a lot. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Formula One, so they started announcing the races coming up. So I'm sure it's going to start moving for you. So I'm following you on Instagram, so I always watch your story and stuff like that. I'm also going to be putting your Instagram in the description because I know my viewers like to watch to check people out, and so they're gonna be following your path as well. So we're all hoping that it's gonna happen for you.
I mean, as soon as we're allowed co-drivers again, that will make my job a lot easier. I think that's half of the issue at the moment, having the co-driver sitting with you in the car. I think that's their biggest issue here. So they had some plans to implement Rally back in the UK, but they're like nowhere near as forward thinking as anywhere else, because they're saying, well, you can't have a co-driver. And I'm like, well, I can't really rally without a co-driver. That's just not going to work.
You could sit in like at the back of your car or in the boot. I don't know, wear a mask, something.
Imagine. That's what I thought. I was like, well, wearing a mask, you wear a balaclava and stuff anyway. Like, and let's face it, I'm not going to, if my co-driver has coronavirus, I'm not going to put them in the car next to me anyway.
Yeah, that's just...
So, yeah, it's such a funny one, and it'll be interesting to see how it all comes back. But I do think, you know, in the UK, we are looking at like next year for like rallying to come back.
Cool. Well, I'm really excited for you. I hope you get to go back quickly, and then I can watch some of it on Insta, or at least what you post on there. What do you love about, I guess, about racing in general more than sim racing? Because obviously you're more into actual real life racing. What's your like favorite thing? Is there something that push you to drive or get you back to rallying? Something maybe about rallying just that you prefer?
Oh, what do I prefer over the like sim racing? Is that what you mean?
Well, no, what I mean is like, what's your favorite thing about racing or like rallying, or like what is it that?
For me, it's the adrenaline and like the complete disassociation with everything when you're on a stage. It's like being in your own little bubble, and it's just you in that piece of road, and it's such an adrenaline rush, and it's such a good feeling. And it's like one of the most difficult things I find when people ask me to put it into words. Yeah. But I just love the feeling of being behind that wheel and being in full total control of everything, and just not having anyone else there. Okay, obviously you've got a co-driver, but like not having anyone else there, and it's just you on that piece of road as fast as you can.
But do you get scared sometimes? Like, did you not have any instances where you're like, oh my god, I almost went into that tree? Or
I have driven into trees. I have rolled. None of it scared me though. I think rolled? What was weird, the first time I had an accident, I hit a tree stump and rolled. And honestly, as it was all happening, I sat there and was like, God, this really isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But you have sort of like that fear, I guess. It never really scared me, but I just didn't know what to expect, I think, before it happened to me. And then like when it's actually happened, I promise you, it's really not as bad as you think it's going to be. Like, it's weird, and like I get annoyed at myself, but it is not that bad. Like, you walk out the car and you're like, oh, that was fine. Like, I wouldn't want to do it again, and like I can't afford to do it again, but it's not as scary as you think. So since then, nothing about it scares me. I think it's more of like, what scares me is like not doing as well as I want to, or not finishing the rally because I've done something stupid and I made a mistake. That's what scares me. But like hitting a tree or something doesn't scare me anymore. It happens. It's part of the game. And if it scared me, I really shouldn't be doing what I'm doing.
Fair enough. Okay. Cool. I had an accident on the motorway, but I can't have any comparison with like what you're doing, obviously, because I guess if you're
that's what scares me more. What you just said,
motorway.
that scares me more. Crashing on a motorway or crashing in my road car scares me more than crashing in a rally car.
Well, that's why when you say, oh, I rolled and I came out the car and it was fine. My car just spun quite a few times on the motorway and it was quite violent and I had to toss my car after that. And I was scared to go back into my car after that. So when you're like, oh, I rolled and it was fine, I'm just kind of like, are you sure? You must be like really brave and fearless, to be honest.
I mean, no, it's not. I don't think it's that at all. It's the fact that like the car is built for what I'm doing, and I know that the safety and like the mechanisms. I'm like, you must have seen some of the WRC crashes that happen. Like these cars are built so well, and the FIA have done such a good job on safety that it doesn't frighten you. Like, okay, you do sit there and go, oh my god, I walked out of that, but you're just so thankful that it's so strong. That I think you don't get that same worry. Whereas I agree with you, like if it happened to be in a road car, I probably would sit there and be like, oh no, wait, now I am a little bit concerned to get back into a car. Yeah, definitely.
I did see some of the crashes, actually. Is the organizer of the FRDF Cup that has sent me some of the videos of the crashes. I don't know why he sent me that. So that scared me a little bit going into the stages. I think that was one of the first event he sent me that, and I was like, oh my god, is that what I'm going to be. So how did you so what's your position now in the FRDF, and what did you think of the first what was your experience basically of the FRDF so far? Have you enjoyed it, or did you think maybe
it's cool, yeah. It's nice to be able to like compete against a whole ton of different people. I'll be honest, I never raced online until these things started. So it's all very new to me, and like you just sort of look at people and you're like, wow, I'm rubbish. Like I can drive a car in real life, but when it comes to this, I'm rubbish. But it is good fun, and I do try. I think then I try too hard, and I just hit everything. Like for me on this game, trees are magnetic. I swear to God, they're magnetic. Because if I don't manage to hit something on a stage, I'm doing something wrong.
Well, I mean, you would go along with my fiance. He's also got he's opened a rally school to crash into trees. That's his motto. He also I've got basically a Theamusante Rally Club where every week we set stages. So some of the week I set exactly the same stages as the FRDF Cup, so I can rehearse, like I can practice for it, double practice. And then my community as well can do the same. They can like feel like they are doing the FRDF Cup without being a woman, because I've got quite a few male viewers. So they're doing it with me, and they're smashing my times, to be honest. So
that's how I felt. I was in another club. That's what they're called, right? That John Armstrong had set up at the beginning of quarantine, and it was like the Real Rally Drivers Club. And I mean, if it wasn't epically crashing of people, like I'd be sitting there and like you'd be mid-table, but you'd be mid-table because people were having such massive accidents in the first stage. And like if I made it through an event, I'd be like, oh my god, I'm just happy that I finished it. Or like, and the funny thing is I was hoping going into the FRDF, like I'd have a little bit more of, I'd be a bit better, but I didn't feel any better. And I still wiped out completely in Poland. I think I retired on 2 the last time because I just damaged everything so badly and couldn't carry on.
Oh yeah, I had that as well. I did a whole stage with like no back tire or something like that, so you can hear the rumbling of the metal going around. That was great.
Yeah.
That's great. So do you have a favorite stage in Dirt Rally, or not?
I like the Spanish ones. I think the best.
Oh, I'm gonna agree with you on that. I don't know
why. Yeah, I just like, but I think a lot of that plays into the fact that I really like Spain as a rally as a whole. Mm-hmm. So I like the idea of that. I don't know. I like the idea of those stages, and to be fair, it's probably where I am the fastest at until I go and hit something. But yeah, I do like that one, and the German ones are quite cool too. And out of the gravel, I'd probably say, I'd probably say USA. I quite liked that USA. It was quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit different, you know. It's really fast,
Yeah.
but I enjoyed it.
Well, I just tried Australia for the first time today, and I really enjoyed it. So I would say Australia, but I think it's not really heavy gravel, is it? I can't remember.
No, I'm not sure. See, I would see in real life, like my favorite like stages. I love the Welsh stages, but for some reason, I just cannot convert it into this game. I just find it so difficult to keep it on the road in Wales.
Yeah. And in real life again, are you better at tarmac or are you better at gravel? Like, what's your strength?
Okay, so that I would say tarmac definitely. I love gravel because I just really enjoy the sense of the feeling of the car losing, like the feeling of like the car moving about. But progression wise, I got a lot quicker on tarmac first than I did on gravel. It's a complicated one, but I think that stems down to the fact that my first accident was on gravel, so maybe I lost a little bit of confidence on it.
On gravel, yeah.
But it is a lot easier on tarmac. Like it's just
have you
more
driven on
intuitive,
snow?
I guess. Pardon? Sorry?
Have you driven on snow before?
Yes, I've been to Finland and I've done some snow driving in an R2. I did that earlier this year. That was quite cool. And I guess you could say no, you could say and couldn't, but like the first time I ever drove in the forest was mid Wales in 2016, and it was snow and ice. It was madness. I'd never even driven a real car on snow, and all of a sudden I show up to this first event and I've never even been in the forest yet, and it's snowing and it's icy. So yeah, it's definitely a baptism of fire. But no, I have yet to go and do like Rally Sweden or something like that, but that'd be really cool.
How did you do then on the snow? Were you comfortable? Did you manage to understand quite quickly?
No, it was the first stage. This was in Wales, so the first stage was Hafren, and I tore my drive shaft in the first 4 kilometers because I hadn't noted a rock in one of the corners because it was covered in snow, and I just clipped the rock as I went round, just like you would in dirt. Same thing, and just split it. So we got stuck in the forest at like 10 o'clock at night. So that was fun. But I did super rally because you can do that in real life, and I ended up finishing the rally. But yeah, it was an interesting experience. But I did sit there and maybe go like, why am I doing this? Like, why did I sign up for this? But you know what? Then I went out the next day and I was like, no, now I understand why I did it. Like, this is so much fun.
It sounds really fun. I don't think that real life rallying would be for me though. I feel like, you're saying that in sim racing, for example, I'm quite good. And I think for me it would be the opposite. If I was rallying, I'd be a bit scared behind the wheel. Like, I feel like you're fearless behind the wheel, and then maybe you're not enjoying it because you don't get the same feels to it.
Smash it! Got a massive, thick roll cage, thick bars. She feels safe. thick bars. Cars are brilliant these days. You've got like carbon fibre as well, tubs. Safe as houses. You can roll down a hill, everyone's fat. It's like a roller coaster. You take your hands off the steering wheel.
Do you know what? How about this? When we can and we're allowed to go back out, why don't you come down to one of my tests and try it? Like, get in a car and see what it's like.
Oh no, I don't know. I would love to be in your car if you were the one driving. I'll go at. Is there a seat at the back? Because I don't even know if
No, you can sit next to me. If I'm testing, I don't need my co-driver next to me. I know the stage by then. So how about that? Yeah, come out and I will show you what it's like to sit in the passenger seat.
Oh my God,
and then
I would
you know
love
what?
that.
If you want to try it, we'll get you out in a car.
Ooh,
Why not?
I don't know about trying it, but I'll definitely sit next to you, and then you can give me a little scare and crash into a few rocks, and that'd be good.
No, I can't afford to crash. I can't afford to crash an R5.
I
cannot afford to crash the R5.
Which one's you driving the game, by the way? The R5?
I'm driving a Proton, so it's not actually on the dirt game, but I know I think it is on WRC. It might be on the WRC game. So yeah, it's a Proton Iris R5. It's a new one that they've built. It's really cool. I really like it.
Sorry, hold on. My fiance is telling me to read the chat. Is there any question? Are you crazy? Oh my God. So you don't do any other type of sim racing, like simulator? Do you not play iRacing, or I mean, if you don't, I wouldn't advise you to start with iRacing.
Get a PC. You got a bit of time.
I've never done any other. No, I've never played anything other than Dirt Rally on that. Like, no, nothing.
And have you done go-karting in real life? Are you good at that? Are you not?
Funnily enough, I only had go-karted before I started rallying, like in the normal go-karts that everyone goes in 3 times. I never really did any karting or anything before I started. I didn't have any experience whatsoever. I just got in the car and tried it. And then I did some karting, like when I first started. I went out in like the Rotax Max and things like that, but that was just more for lines and just getting a little bit, just really getting more comfortable. But no, I never really did any of that. I do wish I had, because I think, you know, if I could restart and go back and change a few things of how I started, like maybe I'd make my dad have put me into karting first and then taken and then gone up from there. But I did everything really unorthodox. I wasn't allowed to start competing until I graduated from university. That was the deal that my mum made with me. So I went to university, I got my degree, and then I came back and started competing straight away. And so I did like 5 single venue events to get my license to go compete in like the forest and that. And then I went straight into the VRC and just sort of ran.
Wow. And do you do, have you done rallycross, or is it just time trials that you do?
I've only done rally. I've never done rallycross. I would definitely love to try it. I think it looks really cool, but so far now I've just done time trial.
Oh, well, that brings me to my last question, which was it's a bit of a weird question that I ask everyone. Is what is your secret superpower?
Okay, I need examples of what people have said in the past.
Okay. So
secret superpowers.
What's
your secret superpower? Let's start with that.
Mine? That's a good question. My fiance says, for example, that he's a cat whisperer, and I don't even know. See, I can't even give you one. Put me on the spot there.
Right? It's so hard. I've been like, no, I don't know. I'm good at baking, I guess. So my secret superpower could be that. But I don't know. I don't know.
Posted a lot of cooking in the quarantine moment.
Yeah. I have done a lot of baking. The funny thing is like everyone's like, how do you eat all of that? And I'm like, there's a thing called the freezer. I bake it, I take the pictures, and then I put it in the freezer and take it out when I want it.
You must have a really big freezer then, because mine is about that big. So I live in London in a flat, so like pretty much I own my bean, my freezer, my fridge, everything is like tiny size. Like, yeah.
No, I just try and cram everything into the freezer. But no, I just find it really therapeutic, and it sort of like relaxes me. And when I'm like bored, I don't know why, I just think to go baking. So my like Sundays or whatever consist of baking, and then I'll be like, I should probably get on the sim. And then I do some of that, and then I'm like, yeah, no, that's me done for today. It's my Sunday, typical Sunday.
Well, I agree. I love baking, but I don't really have time in between all things. And also, I don't really know what to bake. I always end up baking the same thing. So I ate a lot of brownie as well during quarantine, but that's the only thing I've baked, literally.
I baked brownies a couple weeks ago. I've made brownies and banana cake and like shortbread and things like that. I'll give you a list of things to bake.
Cool. Yeah, my fiance just walked in and he's like, "Oh, you baked something for Matt, one of the person from my community that I met I met last Saturday, and I baked him a brownie again. So it's literally the only thing I bake. I always dreamt about baking a banana loaf cake, and like everyone around me always baked them, but I don't know how to make them.
I'll send you the recipe I use. It's really good. So it's banana, walnut, and chocolate, but you can like not put the chocolate and the walnuts in if you don't want to. But it's super easy and super simple and really hard to get wrong.
Cool. Yeah, I'll try that. But, thanks so much for joining me. It's always
thanks for having me. This is good fun.
Oh, cool. It's great to see that like basically I'm trying to bring more women into sim racing, and so having like people like you on the show is really inspiring for young girls. So we've got a few youngster. I don't know if you know about my MFR project. I've got like this. Obviously, it's not rally related, but it's an endurance race we're doing, and it's like you have to pair with a male. So we've got 8 teams. So far we've got only 5 teams, but there's a dad and his daughter doing it, a couple, a husband and his wife, and to like get women into sim racing. So having people like you on the show is great, because like you're giving a bit of inspiration to women. I feel like I'm a big fan of Michelle.
I mean, I wouldn't really say I'm like the best sim racer in the world, but don't give up, and practice is key, because I have noticed that when I've been doing it more, like having the chance to sit in quarantine, I am actually getting better, but slower than I would like.
But it's also like in motorsport and rallying, like Michelle Mouton, she's a big yeah. So she was saying like she's basically an inspiration to me, and I think you are one of the descendants of Michel Mouton, so you're kind of showing the example as well. So you might not be related, like you might not be the best at sim racing, but you're definitely related to him in some ways in motorsports. So it's like you're an inspiration for girls, I think, because to be honest, before February, I wasn't into motorsport or anything. I didn't know anything about anything. I never had driven rally. I think I started, well, basically Matt approached me from the FRDF Cup, and he told me, do you want to participate? And I didn't even have the game, so I bought it, and like now I love rallying. So like discovering what you're doing, like I know you're talking about R5 and R2, but I don't really know much difference about these cars. I know now through Dot Rally, but like I didn't know anything before that. So having people like you on the show is bloody brilliant, because since I started doing this, I've met so many people.
Do you know what? Had you not said that, I would have had no idea that you didn't know it. Like you didn't know anything since February. That's really cool. You've picked it up really well and really fast.
Well, thank you. That's why I'm saying to you, like, if you let me behind the wheel, I'll probably be absolutely useless, because behind a sim racing wheel, I'm okay, because, you know, it's just a fake setup, I guess. A fake setup, oh my god.
Yeah.
People are going to hate me for saying that. Anyway... yeah, Michel Mouton.
Do you know what though? Think about it this way: a lot of the rally drivers, like the BRC, is doing a cup themselves at the moment. So all of the drivers and even the co-drivers are getting involved, and they're all doing sim racing. So you can see how much, like, even real drivers are looking at the fact that like this is actually keeping them like going in this time. So I definitely think it's a good thing for sure, and like I think sim racing does have quite a big place. So starting off in it is a good way to go.
Well, that's why I was surprised that you said you bought it like 3 years ago, your setup, because most people I speak to now, they're like, oh, I had to buy it because, you know, quarantine. So they saw everything was going down. They bought themselves a setup, and yeah. But you had planned it years and years ago, so you were fine.
Yeah, because I was talking to a few drivers, and they'd actually said to me, like, do you know what? It would be worth for you to have this kind of setup at home and like just use the game, because I think it will be really beneficial. And like as I was first starting out, I'm like, do you know what? It is actually a really good way and a cheap way of driving without having to take the car out or like worry about if you crash that you're going to make a mistake. So I do think that like people who have sat and done sim racing for a while and they're interested in going to try the real thing, like there is a solid basis. I mean, it's not identical, but like there is a good basis to be able to use what you've got experience wise in this and then move forward. So yeah.
Oh, well, if you ever want to try my setup at home, it's a little bit better than the setup you have. I kept the pedal, by the way. We still have the same pedals because I think they are the best.
Oh, nice.
They do feel quite my only comparison is the Ford Fiesta I own, and it's really not great, but but I've got a brake mod and basically. Oh, do you have a mod? Maybe you don't have the mod. The brake pedal.
Do I have a what, sorry?
Like a modification. It's like a little. So if you undo the pedal,
no, I haven't got anything. I don't even have a handbrake on that. I just use the circle key.
Oh well, that's why I've just upgraded my setup. So I haven't got the handbrake. I'm still handbraking with like a button on my wheel, which is completely mental when you've got a hairpin coming around. If you like,
oh yeah, I haven't got that down yet. The turning of the wheel and trying to press the circle button. I haven't got that down yet.
It's impossible. You can't do it. You have to stop with the G920 especially. And then I've got like a H pattern. But do you have the H pattern on the Logitech setup that you've got?
Yeah, I do. I just
rubbish.
have the very standard, but I use the paddle shift anyway. I really don't see the point in using the. I would like to, like I've seen some really cool setups where people have like the whole sequential gearbox, the sequential like stick, and they also have the handbrake. But I was just like, especially when I started, I wasn't using it enough to condone all of it. So I was like, I just want to have like the basics, and I'll just use the paddle shift.
Yeah, I also like to use the paddle shift. But I've got an H pattern which you can turn into a sequential. So I've been using it today, and I love it. It's absolutely brilliant. If you were interested, I would really recommend you that. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. That was great to have you, and yeah.
Thanks for having me. It was a good chat. I enjoyed it.
Cool. Thank you. We keep in contact, okay?
Definitely. I'll speak to you later. Take
Bye.
care. Bye.
Okay, so guys, are you still here? Are you still here? So basically, oh my god, if I got to get around with Nabila seems fearless, I think. Oh, I just rolled around and I got back. What?
To be more scared.
I'm gonna tell you because I'm quite emotional as a person, and I'm like I've got a problem with perspective, so I'll probably be let me put back that screen. What would happen is I probably roll, and while rolling I would scream, and then I would come out the car and cry, because that's pretty much what I would do that's what I would do on the motorway. So when she said I would like that, inside I was thinking, wow, like, big up girl, because she's and then she casually, oh yeah, I hit a rock, and I was thinking, Jesus, yeah. I wish I had so much confidence behind the wheel. Like I'm a scary cat behind you should see the way I'm handling my my steering wheel, my little Ford Fiesta. She must be driving like this in the car. Yeah, with the hand in the air. Anyway, so great inspiration to see like there's so many, like not so many, but great to see that there's young women that are really passionate about rallying. I didn't know anything about it, and seeing that there's so many great women into it is making me really excited about like the possibilities of maybe doing things like that in the future. I think I'm a bit older than Nabila though, so I would need to start like at an older age. I think you'd be
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, Tea's anxiety went over 100 when she said that. No, I was thinking, what? She's crazy. That's what I was thinking. But that's like, Nabila said she rolled. Yeah, she was like a few times, no biggie. Like, oh yeah, I rolled. Tea, when you upgrade to a new car, should turn the Fiesta into a rally car. True, I could do that. I don't really know how I would do that. And also, she was talking about how like she changes the setup, and you can do a few things. So like you can see she knows what she's doing, and I've got no clue still. This is quite funny, but yeah, she's great. So if you're interested in seeing her cooking, I will post the link. Well, actually, Jeff could post the link toward her Instagram in the chat, so you can go and check out. And also, obviously, I'm gonna be following what she does in when she goes back to rallying. Oh, I should have asked her what because she said Spain was her favorite stages. I should have asked her which I should have gone and see, because Jeff's dad lives in Spain, and I really want to go and see a rally stage in Spain. I should have asked her. She would have been the right person to ask her. I'll ask her on Instagram. But yeah, great to see. Like, we had great personalities coming on the show. So obviously we had Michaela last week, and Michaela is also fearless. I think we're gonna have a theme of fearless woman. That's why it's inspiring. That's why I want to show on my channel some inspiring fearless woman. She had to do a deal with her mom. She couldn't compete until she graduated. That's the type of thing my mom would have done if my mom was into me crashing around, and I don't think my mom would be very happy. Do you know, guys, what my mom said? I told her I was into sim racing. I told her I had a wheel and everything, and then I said to her, "Look, I'm working on my channel. I can't really be on the phone to you today." And she was like, "What?"
I've done it.
What? Oh, Nabila, I'm still here. Oops. Yeah. So Nabila, what Spanish stage would you recommend for me to go and see? Jeff's dad lived near, not too far from Alicante, but when we go there, obviously I can drive. So. Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for accepting to come. To come on the Theamusante. It's not a show, it's a stream. Let's just face it. It was great having you. I hope I can get as fearless as you and roll around and say it's no big deal. Hopefully I can do that in a few years. But yeah, if you have any Spanish stage to recommend, it's a show, Toby. Really, it's a show. But I think. Yeah, they're asking you a question, Nabila. House was that. What WRC game does she run? Colin Mcrae. I think we should do a few events before I end this beautiful stream. So obviously, if you definitely WRC stages, they are the best. I have done Rally Sierra Morena also, and then Asturias. Oh, Asturias! They're all good events. Jeff, we need to check this out. Next time we are going to see your dad, we're definitely going to see a Spanish stage. I want to be one of these people that are on the rock, on the side. I have not actually ever used WRC game. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay, so I need to go back to my stuff. But yeah, congrats Nabila on finishing the this event, by the way, the FRDF event. Congrats for finishing it up. It was a tough one, I have to say. It has stressed me out more than the others, and I had terminal damage last week, and again this week. Oh yeah, I spent my afternoon crying. I'm not gonna hide it. My face was all puffy. Jeff had to.
You couldn't breathe for a minute.
Yeah, it was. I was so annoyed with myself.
An ambulance.
But Nabila said she was getting annoyed as well. That she doesn't want to make me say, but that's real life. That's a real car. I'm just not normal. Hold on.
OBS?
OBS, no, Steam. Right, Steam.
The audio for
A lot of things. I'm starting the game, guys. I'm starting the game. We're gonna do a bit more, and then we're gonna go ready time. What? What's happening? Up. Thank you. Yeah, I get complete on this. Let's go. Yeah, I think in Dirt you have to basically when you do the stages you have to. Actually, that's my own. I think it is my own strategy, but I don't think it works every time. So what I do is I practice a bit, and then I go really fast, and then I go into the game and I go slower. But Zlankan, for example, who's really good, it doesn't do that. It goes as fast. But the thing is, if you go fast, sometimes you have a crash. And today, I've decided I was going to go fast in the FRDF and had a crash, which is terrible. But that won't happen next time, I promise. I don't know if I should promise, because I did say I was going to do good, and then I ended up having a terminal damage. Jesus Christ, it's 2 weeks in a row, guys. I can't deal with that. Miss Wicked was an absolute champion last night. She named the Lancia after a massive crash. Tech dedication. Where is Miss Wicked? And the quarantine Nabila. Take Taya on the wildest ride of her life. Jesus. Thank you so much. See you. Okay. Ep.2. No, we said we were going to do some events. I really wonder what it's like to drive a real rally car now. Just it's obviously like Andre, you have a motion rig, right? Because yeah, you have a motion rig. When you brake. Oh my god! Thanks, Nabila. We'll try to organize that. That'd actually be a good video. To be on board with Nabila. God. That'd be interesting. Yeah, if you think you need to find a way to manage nerves a bit, driving 10 was crashing a lot. Yeah, I have to say. So what's your way, Full House? Full House, you're so relaxed. I spoke to Gamer Muscle, and Gamer Muscle was telling me that I need to drink more tea, so I tried the tea, but the tea has caffeine in it, and that wasn't helping at all. Yeah, Andre, but does it feel like, have you driven a real car? Like, not, that doesn't sound good. Have you driven a sport car or like an actual racing car? And do you think it's quite close to that? Because I wonder what it's like, you know, the feel you sense when, I don't know, I imagine, obviously my wheel is a bit better now, and I imagine it's in no way representative of what it's like in reality. No, I should just take my Ford Fiesta and start driving it around crazy around the parking to see if that helps. Helps for rally in circuit, not helpful. In rally, okay. In circuit, it's not helpful. Yeah, I mean, I'd need to try to know. So, this I love Thursday now. I need to find someone else for next Thursday. But we've had some really great women coming in this show. Oh, I call it a show again. This is the Theamusante show. Am I in Rallycross? Special event. Oh, no. Community. Rally. Okay, so completed that one. There's a few daily here. Should we do, oh my god, 10. But the 10, they're worth a lot of... Ooh, historic. Jeff, I need a R5, no? Because obviously I'm sequential right now. So if I take H3 historic, it's going to be messed up. I reckon you can put it a show and you're a journalist. Maybe. Yeah, no, I'm hopefully I'll get better at journalism. I won't cry tonight. She finished today. I finished the Theamusante Rally Championship. I did not. I don't know if I need. Oh, there you go. That's what I need to do, guys. Let's go and check first.
In custom, you can race your way.
Hi, I pressed accidentally. So, hey. How do I see? No, I can't see it. I wanted to know when the next one is. I don't know if I need to reflect in my next Theamusante Championship or if there's like a week of a break. I need to find out after the stream, and then I'll let you know, guys, what the next stage is then. And I might need someone to take stages. Depends if my FRDF is starting again. Try rallying with the H pattern, it's glorious. The problem is I've got this screwed in, so I would need a little screw to unscrew them. I don't know where Jeff put the tools. It is glorious. It would be good, isn't it? Let's start with the R5 and maybe Jeff will come and help me to take off the cap. That was one, isn't it? Can I not change the car? Why do I have to drive in the space? Is that the only one I own? Oh, fine with that. Why do we have always? What is it, bro? Yeah. Oh, do you know what? Let's just start the event. So many credits. I'm not even earning the same. Don't know the pay. Don't listen, Tia. What? Movement can distract you. Try running with the edge pattern is glorious with that shifter. An Allen wrench should work. Don't listen, Tia. Yes, I just don't know where there is one. And that means I'd need to leave my seat. And then I know what's gonna happen if I leave my seat. Jeff is gonna be here in a blitz of a second. On. Pain of changing the shifter. It's easy. It's easy if you have the tool. I don't know where to find this. Even in my house. Like that one, that small. Jeff, did you look around? Oh, look, I found one. I found this, but that's not the right tool. No, Jeff hasn't left it here. Clearly doesn't want me to move to an H pattern. Colin, speed. Yes, bruv. What do you mean this will not unwell? Jeff, don't jinx
Start
it.
80, don't cut, 4 left, good luck. Five, 4, 3, 2,
Yes, to drifter.
go. 80, don't cut, 4 left, 30, turn unseen, 2 left around bale, cobbles. Don't cut 3 right, 3 left and 1 right tightens around bale, cobbles. 30, 1 right, don't cut 2 left. 40, turn 2 left around bale, tarmac. Keep left over 160. Turn unseen, don't cut 3 right long, tightens 2. 30. Flat left long.
I'm going
30.
slowly again.
6 left long, 50.
That's probably the
50.
slowest cut. Oh, I was going
6
to
left
turn my
long,
pedal.
50.
Touch my...
6 right long, opens of a
Ooh,
jump.
you touch my ta-la-la. My
The
ding
long
ding
crest
ding.
and flat, 6 right, opens of a jump.
It's a stupid song my brother.
Into
uses
6
to
left,
sing right now.
tightens of a crest.
It's an actual song by the
Into
way.
6
I'm not
right
looking
of a
at the
crest.
lyrics. Gunter? Does
To
anyone know
keep middle of
Gunter?
a crest.
Bit off the
Flat
joke.
right, 100.
Look a bit like... Oh, I'll show you Jeff
Keep left of a
afterwards.
jump,
Need to
50.
know.
6 right, opens of a crest, 50. 5 right. 60. Keep left of a crest, 30. 5 right long. Opens of a crest, into 6 left long, caution, tightens 3 of a crest. Tightens into bump jump, into 4 right. 50. Keep middle of a crest, jump, 80. 6 right of a crest, bumps. 6 left of a crest, slow, 30. 4 right long.
Woo! I was thinking, I'm not really listening to what he's saying. Oh! Ah! Am I blocked? I don't even know where I'm stuck. I'm
4
stuck.
right long. 120.
Oh, we were doing well as well.
Left of a crest, into flat right of a crest, into 4 left. Opens of a crest, into 6 left long, tightens of a crest, into 4 right long. Into 6 left of a crest, jump, 100. Flat left of a jump, extra long, to keep middle of a 170. 6 right. 50, flat crest and 6 left long of a crest. Into 6 right. Opens of a crest. Into 6 left long of a crest. 100. Turn 4 right. Into 5 left. Into 2 right. Tightens tarmac. Into 5 left. Caution 100.
Oh god, you gotta love the sound of the tires doing. Oh.
30. turn.
Oh my god.
Left long, opens 6.
Yeah, I know.
Long,
I cheated. When my car stopped, my brain doesn't want to find the reverse.
Into 6 right, tightens 5, gravel, 60. 4 left, tightens over crest past junction, 30. Crest and 5 right long, over crest, and 6 right. 6 left long, caution 30, 6 right, tightens over jump, 30. Flat right of a long crest, into 6 left long of a crest, into 6 right long of a crest, tightens
A
5
minute.
to crest, and 4 left, opens, slow 80, turn 3 right of a crest, 80, 6 left, opens 80, 4 left, tightens 3, into 6 right long of a crest, caution slow 50, crest into 2 left tightens, into 4 right long of a crest, 50. Keep middle of a jump, 120. Turn unseen, 3 right tightens. Opens. To tarmac. 6 left of a crest long. Opens.
Oh, it's finished.
80.
Finito.
Right of a dip and finish into 6 left. To stop.
Whoa.
Well
So
done.
I did this earlier. That's not good.
They're not finished.
Huh? Yeah, it's the end of the stage, but there you go. I had a little problemo at the end. Ooh, 3,000. This is not good. Yeah, I really need to be doing better in these events. Full House, you were like second, no? On one of these events? Not seconds. We're in the top 10? Or was it on the stage? Oh, it was on one of the stage. Have you guys made it to the top 100 in these? Hey, Massimiliano. I always expect the Witcher riding across the road on this stage. Witcher? I'm a big fan of the Witcher. I hope it come riding into... Oh, do you know what, guys? I was going... What? No. Germany! The German stages. I went for the German stages, and I did not know you could have animals crossing. Right? So I saw this deer, and it crossed, like it obviously ran in front of the track. So... When Zlankan was talking about the kangaroos, does Australia have kangaroos crossing the track, or is it not a thing? Because I'm really hoping to see kangaroos now. German's hard. German the language or German tracks? Good, thanks. And you, how are you? I've made it to top 31, Slancia. The Witcher is alive and fighting the Spectre. He is. And Vangerberg as well? She is somewhere. Okay, guys, track's hard. I think as a German as well is hard. But what do I know? Yay, 4,000 credits. So I just spent 8,000 and gained 4,000. Maybe I should stop doing this. Unless I do... Do you earn more credits if you're higher up? I'm guessing so. Anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna call it a night for tonight. It's been an eventful day for me, and I need a little bit of a rest. I think this FRDF Cup has literally turned me into some. I think Finland is hard. Ah, is Finland a DLC? I think I haven't tried Finland. Or have I? No, I have Finland. I don't know. There's different. Did I have? Is it the snow one? If it's the snow one, I will agree with you. Richard Burns Rally had photographers jumping out the way as you drove by. Oh my god, yes, I watched the 80s. It was like a compilation of 80s and 70s rally, just like rally video clips. And you've got all these crowds of people that move along as the car come through. Oh my god, I don't know how they were doing it. There was a few incidents, obviously. They went through crowds of people just gathering there, but like, it's crazy if you think about it. There was a few stages as well, or a few races in the old times where they were just like people walking. You know the old Spa, for example. Have you guys seen any any footage of the old Spa races? That's just crazy. People just standing by the side of the road while these really fast cars are going, and these cars were not even like safe to drive for the driver. So people standing by the side of the road were just waiting to see them pass by. Like, this is absolutely mental. But at the same time, it's got a little bit of that crazy feelings that add what Nabila was saying. She loves the adrenaline of it. Well, that adds a little bit of adrenaline if you know there's going to be people on the way. Oh, yeah. Sapphire Popette! Mid-80s rally sim with those crowds. Yeah. Yeah, because it doesn't really matter in the game, does it? If you roll... Actually, I think I killed a photograph. And yeah, a photograph in the game. He was on the side, you know, was doing his own business, and I went straight into him. I didn't get a penalty or, like, you know, I didn't need to recover my car for longer. So I guess he's okay. So yeah, guys, tomorrow is Friday, finally. Tomorrow is Friday. So we're gonna be back on ACC. We have a driver swap 2-hour race, and at Silverstone. So I'm going to be racing with Daniel, and on Saturday I'm going to be racing with Daniel as well, but you guys are not going to see it because it's going to be a personal session. Hopefully Daniel is going to turn Taya into a Daniel, and then when I'm going to go into the race at Silverstone, I'll be at Daniel's pace. That's the dream. Now, what's going to happen is not that. If I could gain a second or two, it would be great. He got his extreme close up. I had to touch the cars as I drove by. Mechanics of the time had to pull civet figure sometimes. Oh my god. Are you joking? As a drifter? Or is that... Oh my god. Daniel PT. Yeah, is personal. Your best time. Oh, it's only 2-4 so far. It's bad. But my friend is doing... What is he doing actually? Is 159, 158 regularly? 2 when he's trying to save his tires. If he can give me a 2-1, 2-3, 2-2, I'll be so pleased. So yeah, hopefully he can turn me into some sort of Daniel racing. I hope. And in Russia is a holiday. Oh, cool. Do you have to do anything special on that holiday? It's not, unfortunately for us, is it? No. Is it a special... Oh, do we have a bank holiday coming? It would be nice. Nice. Next bank holiday, I'm gonna have to check. I don't really know. Catch you later, everyone. I hope you have a great evening, and I see you all in the next stream. Bye-bye.